In the previous video, we looked at how to enable auditing for user access and see it in action. In this video, we look at how to enable auditing at the entity and field levels. So there are two ways of enabling auditing at the entity level. The first way is to just go to the global audit settings, and then you can enable auditing in certain areas. Like that is, you can enable auditing for the common entities, the sales entities, marketing, or customer service entities. So what happens if you just select common entities? The auditing will be enabled for all the entities which is being shown here, like the account, contact, goal metric, etc. Similarly, if you do it for the sales entities, it will be enabled for the entities which is there in that area, which are competitor, invoice, lead to opportunity, sales process, etc. And similarly, marketing and customer service. The second way is, if you just want to enable it just for one entity, that is one specific entity, then you can go to the entity and field audit settings. This will redirect you to the default solution. You can also go to the default solution by just going to settings, customizations, and customize the system. Okay, you can do it this way as well. But since I was already in the auditing page, I did it by just clicking on entity and field audit settings. Okay, so now let's say that I want to enable the auditing for the lead entity. So what I need to do is go to the lead entity, just click on it once, and then just scroll all the way to the bottom and just enable auditing. Okay, so what it will do is it will start tracking your changes to the fields. Okay, so first let me go ahead and save it. It will update the entity, that is, it will update the settings of that entity. Okay, so now you enabled the auditing at the entity level. So it is not enough that you enable the auditing at the entity level. Now what we need to do is, you need to enable auditing at the field level. That is, which fields you want to audit. So just go to the fields section. So if you want to change the audit settings for any field, then just double click on it, and then in the auditing section, just click on enable or disable. Okay, so if you do not want the auditing to be enabled for this particular field, just click on disable and just save and close. You can also see the audit status over here in this column. It will show you what are the fields which are enabled and what is the audit status of that particular field. Okay, so yeah, for some of the fields it is not applicable because they are system created fields, and like they cannot be changed. For example, what time it was created on, that cannot be really changed because it shows the timestamp of when that particular record is created. Similarly, created by, and some other fields like that. Okay, so once you've done all your changes, just click on publish all customizations. So now the changes are published. Now let's see it in action. So I'm just going to minimize this, and I'm going to start creating a new lead record. Just going to click on new, topic, auditing test. Just gonna call it kill. And then I'm just going to give a phone number. Probably an email. Okay, so I think that's enough of test data. So now I'm just going to save it. So once it's saved, now if you want to see the audit for this particular record, just click on related and click on audit history. So there you go. So you'll see that an audit record was created saying that at this particular time, this user did this event. That is, he created a record and these are the values which was assigned to that fields. Okay. So for this case, since we are creating the record for the first time, there will not be any old value. Okay, it will all be the new value. Okay. So yeah. So this is an example of audit logs. Okay. So now let me go ahead and make a simple change and see what happens to the audit logs. So let me go ahead and change this phone number to then I'll change this to this. Okay, so I've changed the business phone and I've changed the email. So I'm just going to save the record and then I'm going to the audit history. And now you will see that there is an update event which has happened at this particular time. It was performed by me and it will show the old value and the new value and what was the field which was changed. So this is how you use audit for your entities and fields. In the next video, we'll look at read auditing.